Brandon, who are you?
Who are you? Dylan!
You son of a bitch.
I wish I could grab your arm right now through the... Welcome to another episode of Underground Spotlight, where we bring some of the best releases that the underground metal scene has to offer. Many of these suggestions are actually from our viewers, fun fact, or simply something that we stumbled across and we loved over the last couple months. Our criteria for these videos are records that must be within the last couple of months of filming. So these releases could be from the date of this video, don't get confused, May to July 2020. Be sure to subscribe to our channel if you want more weekly metal content consisting of top list videos, reactions, metal interviews, and more.
Before we get started, we wanted to thank our viewers for all the comments and feedback. We cannot do this without you, and we want you to drive... That's me driving. That's how I drive, actually. We want you to drive the content. Get involved and let us know your favorite underground releases from May through July 2020. And if you'd like to help out the bands and the channel, share this video, please. Thank you. Spreading the word is one of the best ways that you can support. So, our first pick here today is from me. It is Power Plant's Cargo on Galactic Smokehouse Records. This band is an instrumental stoner act from Poland. Not exactly what I would expect from Poland, but, you know, it's pretty awesome. And this is their debut full length. The imagery of a massive cargo ship made out of 4x12 cabinets lumbering through the inky ocean is a perfect metaphor for what you will experience listening to this record. I don't usually think of stoner doom as being engaging and interesting enough to get away with being strictly instrumental as Power Plant is, but Power Plant has some serious songwriting abilities. Their songs are very episodic and feature some of the cleanest sonic qualities I've ever heard in this style, and I will prove that to you by playing this clip from the song Stratosphere. Make sure you support Power Plant by visiting their Bandcamp page. Over to you, Brandon.
The next one we have on our list is the Overgrow to Overthrow compilation. This is not by a specific artist, but it is a bunch of artists. It came out July 3rd, 2020 on Bindrune Recordings. Bindrune Recordings is an amazing label, and this release is an amazing cause. How could you go wrong? 31 really awesome bands and a carefully constructed compilation to combat racism. I've been a huge fan of the Bindrune Recordings label for a long time. Bands like Falls Auroros, Obsidian Tongue, Panopticon, Nachachwin, Obsequiae, among others, make up the stellar talent of this highly respected label. For this release, all the digital sales and proceeds will go to support Black Lives Matter and Life After Hate. Here's a couple of clips, but remember, this is a compilation, so it's hard to showcase the whole vibe. Just get this thing. It slays. The whole record is a banger full of stellar talent. Pick it up, help your country while you listen to some of the best metal that's out there right now. Ben, over to you.
Brandon, that's a great choice. Bindrune is awesome, and all those bands that you named are also awesome. I'm very excited to check that out, and it's for a great cause. My next pick is Sleestak, Aeon. It is an independent release. This is a progressive doom/psychedelic band from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. The band takes a lot of inspiration from the TV show Land of the Lost, which featured bizarre creatures like the Sleestak. The album itself takes on an almost meditative experience with the use of heavy effects. You could tell these guys like to jam a lot, as their playing is loose and they are going for more of an atmosphere and flow versus something like Power Plant, which is very straightforward and driving. The sonic qualities on the Sleestak album leave something to be desired, but I really like what these guys are doing by pushing the stoner genre in a different direction, more psychedelic inspired. They actually have an awesome cover of Pink Floyd on here as well, so you can kind of see where their influences are coming from. They have fantastic clean vocal melodies, as we can hear on this track, Distant Lights. You can support Sleestak by buying their album on their Bandcamp page. What's else? What?
Next one on my list is Skeleton. Released July 10, 2020 on $20 spin. I am in love with this record. In love with it. Too bad I'm already married, but I am in love with it. 11 tracks of total evil metal mayhem that screams thrash, black metal, punk, and it perfectly blends together. Any metalhead or punk fan can find something to love on this album. The whole thing is just riff city. And honestly, I wish it was safe to hang out right now, because this is an album I would totally put on and drink beers around a fire and blast it. It's a ton of fun to listen to and quickly made it onto my workout playlist. I love the simplicity of this. I feel like it takes a lot of restraint to avoid making something like this overly complicated. It's just great riffs. Feel good songwriting with a really evil spin. Give it a shot. You're going to love it. Here's a clip from The Sword. You can support Skeleton on Bandcamp, pick up some merch. These guys are freaking awesome. They've got LPs, CDs, and tapes available. Ben, over to you.
I really enjoy that we are checking things out that neither of us have checked out, and it actually very much inspires me to want to check out the things that you have listened to that I haven't. So I'm going to put that one on my list for sure. With the advancements of technology, ease of access to home studio equipment, and free use of platforms that can host albums and music, like Bandcamp, songwriters and musicians can furiously record and release albums. And that's what I'm talking about right now. It's Alex Bjorn in his 8 bands. That's right, I said 8 bands. Joy, Chagrin, Hellhole, Destined to Suffer, Lifeless, Inhale, Wandering Martyr, and Thrown Away. This dude, Alex, has been hella busy over the last 2 years. He's released 16 albums. 16 albums in 2 years under 8 different band names. I don't know why he decided to do 8 different band names, but, whatever. As far as I could tell, they're all a similar genre. And 2 albums came out just this month alone. So kudos to you, Alex, for all the hard work that you're doing. I haven't had an opportunity to sit down and listen to it all because it would take like a whole week. But what I have heard so far is very cool. If you like your music more on the raw and unvarnished side, this is for you. It is somber, melancholic, black and post-metal that is reminiscent of early Catatonia, In Autumn for Crippled Children, Ghost Bath, etc., etc. Check this clip out from the song Maybe You Still Remember Me. Make sure to support Alex Bjorn's projects on Bandcamp. You can get his entire digital discography at a discounted bundle rate. But before I close real quick, we've said this before. If you're listening to this sort of music and feeling hopeless about the way things are going, we really want you to get through this difficult time with your mind and your body intact. I'm speaking from experience when I tell you that depression is powerful, addiction is catastrophic, and harm against yourself or other people only exacerbates the cruelty in this world, and we don't need any more of that. Check out some of the links below for more information if you're feeling bad, if you're feeling hopeless. Thanks for listening. Turn it over to you, Brandon.
Thanks, Ben. I love any band in that genre, and I love the words that you have at the end of that because, you know, being someone who suffers from similar things, I think it's great to know that you're not alone. The next one that I have on my list is Rebel Wizard, Magickal, Mystical Indifference. This was released on July 10th of 2020, labeled as the new wave of negative wizard metal. Yes, you heard that right. The new wave of negative wizard metal. I don't think there was an original wave of that, but you know, whatever. I was highly intrigued when I came across this release. This Australian outfit knows how to cook up a batch of evil and extremely fun metal. Anything typically labeled as wizard metal, I'm immediately thinking of something that's stoner doom or old school heavy metal. What we have here is a total surprise crossover of black and thrash metal with blazing solos, blasted out black metal vocals. It's just awesome. I love this album. It's super simple and catchy, got a lot of very, very memorable riffs, very memorable artwork that fits the atmosphere and vibe of the record. The whole album slays. And I think people who like the classic metal sound with a tinge of evil will really dig this release. I love the synth moments too. That was a cool touch. Here's a clip from Raiseth Up Those That Be Bowed Down. They have a ton of merch available, such as LPs and CDs. Pick something up, show these guys some love. More specifically, show them some wizard love. Ben, over to you.
My next choice for Underground Spotlight today is Ohhms with their album Close, or Close. I don't know what it is. This album was released at the end of June on Holy Roar Records. They have very strong musicianship and writing style, and I really feel like they are at their best when the music transitions and introduces new parts, because they show a lot of ingenuity and creativity. This is sort of a post-sludge, post-metal kind of band, and if you are into bands like Neurosis or Isis and things like that, you'll like that. And you'll notice that I like this style a lot too. Although I am not so much a fan of the vocal style and the arrangements, sometimes I feel like they're singing limericks or nursery rhymes to me. I don't know why. It just doesn't jive well with the music. But the music itself is awesome when they're doing those cool transitions and introducing new parts and just kind of jamming and riffing on something. It's awesome. It's very strong. The band has been very busy, releasing 5 full lengths in 6 years, which is a pretty impressive feat. So I'd love for you to check out the video in the song Destroyer. You can support Ohhms by visiting their Bandcamp page. They have a lot of vinyl and cool merchandise, and I hope that you will check them out and enjoy it. Brandon, who are you?
Who are you? Dylan, you son of a bitch. I wish I could grab your arm right now through the...
You son of a bitch.
The next one I have on my list is Cynicism, Limb Hymns. This came out on July 3rd of 2020. I love me some old school death metal. This album destroys. The gore-drenched death grind band from Boston, Massachusetts know how to cook up some disgusting metal filled up with blistering fury. The riffs are killer, the songs twist and turn all over the place, even in their short durations. The vocals are punishing as well. I mean, I don't know, that guy lived through that record tracking it. The artwork is great. It fits the album vibe and atmosphere perfectly. Artist Mark Gibbons, and actually the drummer of the band, has a very interesting style in the album art that it fits with the serial killer obsessions throughout the whole record. Here's a clip from World of Filth. Cynicism has CDs available on their Bandcamp. Pick up a copy. Support these guys for more death metal brutality. Gore obsession galore. The last one I got on my list is Vaki. I'm not going to try and pronounce the Finnish, but it means succumb to the dead soil. Released on July 17th on Redefining Darkness Records. We've said it many times before on this channel. The Finnish just do metal way more serious than most other countries. I don't know what they put in the water over there, but it's just... I'm not complaining. This album is a ghastly swarm of blistering black metal that just doesn't let up. It's full of headbanging riff moments, melody, and just pure evil. The whole album is dripping with dread. The songs are built on a grim foundation of pummeling riffs, nightmare-inducing vocals, and the album starts with a fury and just doesn't let up. The band has translated the song and album titles to English, which I appreciate because I don't know Finnish, and I think their vibe on this record is supported by understanding what they're talking about. Their dedication to the chaos and macabre become clearer when you can understand the mood that they're trying to go for, and the lyrical content supports it. Here's a clip from The Consort of the Barren Earth. You can support Vaki on Bandcamp, where they have Digipack CDs available. Check them out. You're going to love them. What are some of your favorite records from the underground from the past couple of months? What did we miss? We probably missed a ton. Leave us your thoughts in the comments and we'll check it out. Who knows? Maybe your picks will be on next month's episode.
Yeah, thanks for all those comments and everything like that. And thank you again for sticking around and watching us. You are watching Metal Forge Reviews. Don't forget. What? And don't forget to share this video to help out the bands and help out our channel. We appreciate that a ton. Hope everyone is safe, be well, and we'll see you next time. Take care.